We often believe that success is a reward for talent or a little luck. But the truth is, the world doesn't hand out wins to those who quit. Instead, it rewards something far more powerful: relentless determination. Success only comes to those who force themselves to keep going, not when things are easy, but when they're at their most difficult. True strength isn't just about starting a journey. It's about deliberately fighting the urge to give up when everything inside you wants to stop. This is the ultimate form of discipline. It's the refusal to let your current circumstances decide your future. The real challenge in life isn't starting something. It's keeping going when you're not sure what's going to happen. This is the exact point where most people stop. They might use words like burnout or being smart, but what it comes down to is giving up. When you give up once, you're more likely to do it again. You're teaching your mind to see a tough situation as a signal to quit instead of a signal to push through. What you do in those hard moments is a true test of what you're capable of. What you do when you don't feel like continuing, that's the true measure of your potential. It's what separates the people who only talk about what they want from those who are truly willing to prove it. The proof of your commitment isn't found in your plans or your ambitions. It's found in your actions. When a motivation is gone and the path gets tough, do you still take the next step? Your ability to keep moving forward, even when it's hard, shows what you're truly made of. You can't afford to let your feelings or the circumstances of the moment control your life. Waiting for the right time is a waste of your most valuable resource, your life itself. Your life becomes powerful only when it's guided by principles, not by your ever-changing emotions. The key principle is simple. Once you make a decision, you must honor it. You follow through on your commitment, no matter how long it takes, how hard it gets, or how you feel on any given day. The cost of waiting. We often convince ourselves that we'll start a new habit, a new project, or a new discipline when we feel more motivated or when the conditions are perfect. But this is a dangerous illusion. The right time never truly comes for those who wait. Instead, waiting for your feelings to align with your goals leads to a life of wasted potential. Every hour spent waiting is an hour lost, and every day you postpone action is a day you'll never get back. This is how dreams slowly fade, not with a bang, but with a series of quiet delays. Principles over feelings. Imagine your life as a ship. If you navigate by your feelings, your emotions, you'll be tossed and turned by every passing storm or gentle breeze. One day, you feel motivated, so you sail full speed ahead. The next day, you feel tired, so you drop anchor. You go nowhere. But if you navigate by principles, you set a course and stick to it, no matter how the wind blows. The principle is your guiding star. When you commit to a decision, whether it's to wake up early, to work on your goals for an hour, or to exercise daily, you do it because it's your principle, not because it feels good. This unwavering commitment is what gives your life direction and power. It's the difference between a person who drifts and a person who commands his destiny. The right way to measure progress. You might feel tired and think nothing is working, but it's important to ask how you're measuring your progress. If you only look for quick results, you'll give up the moment things get slow. A person with true persistence understands a deeper truth. Growth takes time. They know that a seed doesn't become a plant overnight. They aren't bothered by a lack of immediate results or a quiet period, because they see time not as their enemy, but as their test. Pressure isn't a barrier, it's a gift. Most people see pressure as a bad thing, but it's a gift. It's proof that you're moving forward. Pressure is the fire that makes you stronger. Every time you face it and keep going, you earn something that money can't buy: a deeper trust in yourself. You start seeing yourself as someone who doesn't quit, and that self-trust gives you the courage to act. When you trust yourself, you don't need perfect plans or easy paths. You simply do what needs to be done. The test of time. Think about the most successful people you know. Their success didn't appear overnight. It was the result of showing up and putting in the work even when there was no immediate reward. They understood that the most important progress often happens in the quiet moments, far from the spotlight. This is the very test time that presents you with. It's designed to see if you're truly committed or just interested. Time delays results, not to punish you, but to prove your dedication. Those who pass this test, who remain steadfast through the silence, are the ones who eventually see their efforts come to fruition, building your inner strength. When you learn to embrace pressure, you stop seeing it as a threat and start seeing it as a tool. A diamond is only created under immense pressure. Similarly, your character and discipline are forged in the moments you want to quit but don't. This process of forcing yourself to keep going, even when you're tired, is how you build a powerful inner resource. It's the moment-by-moment accumulation of small victories against your weaker self. These victories lead to an unshakable belief in your ability to handle anything. With this kind of self-trust, you no longer need external motivation. You are your source of power, and that changes everything. The voice of resistance. There will be a voice inside you that says, "You can stop now." That voice isn't your enemy. It's your test. It's there to see if you believe in your commitment. You must learn to be your standard. You have to demand the most from yourself, because if you don't, the world will offer you the least. You must push yourself past your comfort zone, past the point where most people would stop and say, "That's enough." Enough is the enemy of achievement. You are not here for enough. You are here to become the best version of yourself, and that version is found in sustained effort. Force yourself forward. Force yourself to take one more step when your mind says to sit down. Force yourself to do the process again when nothing seems to be changing. Force yourself to wake up with discipline, not emotion. That is the difference between average people and exceptional ones. Average people live within their comfort zones. Exceptional people grow by pushing through discomfort. They force themselves forward not because they feel like it, but because they have decided to. The man who has truly decided no longer looks for excuses. He moves forward with a firm resolve. When you quit, you teach your mind that quitting is a solution. But if you train your mind to see quitting as a betrayal, it will stop offering it as a choice. Your next breakthrough won't come because you feel better. It will come because you acted better. You don't wait for doors to open. You build or break them down yourself. This begins now with your next decision, your next act of discipline. Finish what you start. You have to keep moving forward, even when the path is difficult and you feel like nothing is happening. Trust that something important is changing. You are. The person you are becoming is being built in these tough moments. One day, that future version of you will thank you for not quitting when it would have been so much easier to give up. The power of invisible progress. The biggest secret to success is that most of the real progress is invisible. You won't see it on a spreadsheet or in your bank account, and you won't feel it in a burst of motivation. It happens quietly in the moments when you choose to do the work anyway. It's the act of showing up when you're tired, of pushing through a task you don't want to do, and of staying consistent when no one is watching. Every single one of these small choices is like a vote for your future self. With each vote, you're not just getting a task done, you're building a new identity. You're proving to yourself that you are reliable, disciplined, and relentless. This transformation is your most valuable asset, far more important than any immediate result. So, when you feel like you're spinning your wheels and getting nowhere, remember that you're not just building a project. You're building the person who can complete the project. That person is being forged in the fire of resistance and delay. Keep going, and you'll earn something a quitter will never have. The unshakable certainty that you can finish what you start. The power of practice. What you do consistently becomes who you are. If you get into the habit of stopping every time you feel pressure, you will become fragile and easily broken. But if you practice pushing forward, you will become unstoppable. You'll become a dependable person, someone who can carry their vision through any challenge without letting go. Your actions are either making you weaker or stronger. Become your anchor. The world is designed to tempt you with comfort over character and to offer an easy way out instead of pushing for excellence. If you aren't firmly anchored in your own beliefs and values, you will drift off course and eventually quit. That's why you must become your anchor. You have to be the one voice in your life that never stops, the voice that always says, "We're not done yet." Pain is your teacher. The difficult feeling you get when you push yourself is not a bad thing. It's the feeling of getting rid of your old, lazy, and weak self. Think of it this way: pain is not your enemy, it's your teacher. The real reward in life isn't found in being comfortable. It's found in becoming a master of something. And that mastery always lies on the other side of discomfort and effort. You have to learn to welcome pressure. When most people give up under pressure, you'll become stronger. The world is full of people who start things and have big dreams, but very few will force themselves to keep going on the days they don't feel like it. The truly great people are made in those moments, in the quiet, when they're tired, when giving up seems like the easiest and most sensible thing to do, but they choose to keep going instead. You have that choice every single day. While you can't always control how you feel, you can always control what you do. And if you control your actions consistently for long enough, you'll find that you start to control how you feel, too. The man who finishes, the man who reaches the end of his journey, isn't the one who had an easy road. He's the one who made a powerful choice. I will keep going no matter how I feel. When he consistently lives by that decision, he gains something that people who quit will never experience: certainty. This certainty isn't a matter of luck or natural talent. It's earned through following through. When you push yourself past the point where most people would have given up, something deep inside you changes. You stop wondering if you have what it takes, and you just know. You transform from someone who tries into someone who finishes. Your life is not defined by your feelings. It is defined by your actions. It's not about how you begin something, but about how you finish it. The finish line is a place reserved only for those who are willing to force themselves to get there, even when every part of them wants to stop. What finish line are you forcing yourself to cross today?